Alright, so my name is Michael Dennis, and I would like to talk about what's happened in recent events. A 20-year-old man went to a famous black church, Charleston Church, Columbia, South Carolina, and gunned down and killed 9 people. It's very wrong, and try to start a race war. Very not smart and stupid to gun down innocent people like that, and that is stupid for the obvious reasons, and for the fact that is stupid, because that wouldn't start a race war. That just makes you, a 21-year-old man who did this, it makes you just seem like an ass to kill Christians like that in a church, nonetheless. And for the people who died, for the families of families who lost their family members who lost those people in that church. Of course, your loved ones are in heaven, and the man who did this, of course, hopefully, you do believe in God, and this man who did this will go to hell. And that's all I can say on that. That's my opinion. And yeah, so sorry for that. Trans-Pacific Partnership navigates over the huge trade agreement, and the U.S. government, 40% is import and exports, and it's a giant free trade deal between the United States, Canada, and 10 countries in the Asia Pacific region. Growing community partners accounting for $1.5 trillion worth of goods and services of trades in 2012, and then in 2011 it was only $242 billion of worth of services. That's a $1.3 trillion increase in just 1 year. This is less heartbreaking, and apparently Congress doesn't want this, and they have good reasons, and they're smarter than me on this. But an increase like that, apparently it's good, and trading with other countries is never bad, as long as we keep our end of the deal. And I think it should continue. It's just my personal belief. Big fan of Bill Clinton, big fan of Jon Stewart. I know a lot of people won't like Obama, but he tried, and gave it his all, I believe, and killed Bin Laden, and that's pretty good, my personal opinion. Okay, so that was current events. This is my little personal idea. Okay, so there are 7,125,000,000 7,125,000,000,000 living people on planet Earth. There are 1.2 billion people in extreme poverty. The United Nations have calculated that it would cost $30 billion per year to end world hunger. The U.S. has spent $15 billion in 2010 on the war on drugs. There are 2.6 million children in the world that die from hunger. There are about 7 billion people living on planet Earth, and there are about 1 billion people living on planet Earth that are starving and dying from hunger. Mathematically put, that's 1 over 7. That equals 14% of the world is dying from hunger. Now I think we could start a company that stops children from dying from hunger. Call it World Care. World Care would need $15 million to get started. World Care would need an office in Washington, D.C. It would cost $5 million for a nice small office. Then we would need 11 people trying to convince people to donate to World Care. These 11 people would have the job title of cell agent. Then they then have farms built in Nia, Egypt, and sorry if I mispronounced this, Bosqua, Africa. 6 farms per city in Egypt and Africa. World Care would be putting $60,000 in each farm per year. That's $5,000 per month to make the farm a farm, an animal farm, and also to grow crops and food, right? And then when it does do that, we will feed the starving people in Africa and in parts of the Middle East. And we would, World Care would only feed the children. And then if we do have food left over, we would feed the starving children in the U.S. I think a good asset for this kind of company would be Bill Gates, because Bill Gates donates $6 billion yearly, I think, to Global Health. And Global Health has a belief that health is a human right. 3 I think good reasons to donate to World Care. It gives jobs to people in Washington, D.C. It gives more money to our beloved U.S. military, and it tries to stop children from dying from hunger. Next page. World Care would give $2,000 per month to Army policemen that help us to guard us while we build these farms in foreign countries. I'm going to give $5,000 per month to the Air Force officers to give the commands and to help us to locate and protect us from airstrikes. And then if Bill Gates donates, that'd be awesome. And then all this information came from Google, and I typed it out. That's all I have. Thank you for listening. If you liked it, like it on YouTube, and if I get enough likes, I'll make another one.